For 4 short years, Bill was my coach, but for the rest of my life, he will be a mentor, life teacher, and a loving friend. He has the unique ability to connect with every person on his team and truly change lives. That's the kind of praise current and former Davis Senior High School runners heap upon Bill Gregg. He epitomizes the inspiration he's provided to them for more than 20 years. At Chico High School, Bill competed in cross country and track, alpine skiing, and age group swimming. In college, he competed in cross country and track at Butte College and cross country at UC Davis. He also competed in road races for several years after college. But Bill Gregg made his mark on Sacramento area running as a coach. He began his coaching career in the summer of 1978 as the head coach of the summer swim team in Quincy, California. He then became an assistant coach for the women's cross country and track teams at UC Davis from 1983 to 89. In '89, he joined the coaching staff at Davis Senior High School, coaching the alpine ski team through 1997. And in the fall of 1997, he returned to his favorite sport on campus, assisting the cross-country team and distance runners in track and field. In January of 1998, he took over as head coach of both cross-country and track at Davis High. Now, during Bill's tenure, the Blue Devils had an unprecedented success both as a team and as individuals that catapulted them into the national high school distance scene. In cross-country, his teams have captured 22 Sac Joaquin section titles and finished in the top 10 at the state championship 15 times. The Davis High School girls cross-country team was the national runner-up at the Nike Cross Country National Championships in both 2015 and 16. Bill has coached 4 state cross-country individual champions, 17 individual section champs, and has had 16 top 10 individual finishers at the California State Cross Country Championships. He has also coached Fiona O'Keefe to 2 top 5 finishes at the Nike Cross Country National Championships and Lorene Chetala's qualification for the World Cross Country Championships. On the track, Bill coached 1 state track and field champ and has had 2 Davis High School runners win the USATF Junior National Track and Field Championships. Both O'Keefe and Chetala also qualified for the IAAF World Junior Track and Field Championships under his leadership. Bill Gregg has coached more student athletes to all-time top 10 track section marks than any other distance coach in Sac Joaquin section history.
You never see him yell, and I think that's really kind of down to his whole attitude with running is like, you're out there to run fast, you're out there to work hard, you're out there to get as good as you can, but his whole thing is just about really finding the joy in running and finding the joy in the pushing yourself hard and discovering parts of yourself that maybe you didn't know you could reach before you started. And that's, I think, really the ethos that drives the whole program is just having kids out there running happy.
Bill sees his mission as preparing student athletes for life beyond high school. He has had a staggering 73 runners go on to compete collegiately, with 3 athletes earning Olympic trials qualifications and enjoying professional running careers in Chelsea Riley and Caitlin and Brendan Gregg.
I think coaching is in his DNA. Not even just coaching running, but just coaching people. And he really is able to coach the full spectrum. Like, the team is obviously super successful and runs at a very high level, but I think if you asked him, some of his best memories of coaching is not always necessarily winning the section title or going to nationals or whatever, but taking an athlete that might show up on the team as a freshman and can barely run a 5K, and by the time they're a senior, maybe they never made the varsity team, but they're the leader of the JV squad, and they ran 5 minutes faster for 5K by the time they graduated than when they started. And you could pick any name out of a hat. There's so many stories like that.
The term coach means much more than someone who yells splits. Bill inspires desire within his runners to use the wonderful sport to become the people who they want to be. Love, family, inspiration, and gratitude. That is what Bill Gregg is all about.